Welcome to Fun Facts from an Ice Bath. Planned on backbending into here. That's not working. Some days this is a lot harder than others. Today's one of those days. So I've been getting some really good questions on how I warm up after this. I know a lot of people take warm showers after stuff like this, but I don't. I've followed the research by Dr. Susanna Soberg, and I follow the Soberg principle, which is to let your body reheat naturally. In doing so, you get better metabolic effects and it increases your metabolism more, and it also creates more brown fat thermogenesis, which is one of the main reasons why I do this, is develop more brown fat. So that way I can adapt to the cold better, and in the winter I'm not as miserable when I come outside without a coat. Ironically, I do this to not be miserable in the cold. When I first started doing this back in December, I had just watched some videos of people who would like get out and they'd do breathing and they'd do like horse stance like Wim Hof. And these videos probably took place in summer. They'd get out and they'd still be soaking wet doing these things and breathing techniques and like horse stance while they're like soaking, dripping wet still. So that's how I started doing this. And then I ended up getting like these horrible after effects where I'd just be like 10 minutes later shivering so much more, and I was shivering too much and I was like horribly uncomfortable and like I'd feel sick. And so I started Googling to figure out what on earth that was. I found an article by the Outdoor Swimming Society talking about Afterdrop, which is where your core temperature of your body continues to drop even after you get out of the cold exposure. And that was exactly what was happening to me. And they said the best way to prevent it is as soon as you get out of this thing, like get dry. Like get dry and put on your dry layers and then let your body reheat naturally that way. So once I started doing that, oh my God, it was a game changer. I was then like okay afterwards. Where before, I was not. So what I do when I get out of here is I dry as fast as possible. I already have my dry clothes like sitting, waiting for me. And I go like get in them as fast as I can, starting with my tops first. Warming your core first is good because once your core is warm, then it can like support your extremities and other parts of your body like that. So I start with my tops and a coat, and then I start with pants. And then usually that's all I do. Then I like sit down and I go to work or I edit this video. Sometimes though, I'll be exceptionally cold and I'll drink some warm tea. I feel like today is gonna be one of those exceptionally cold days. Or like I have a mini dance party or I chop some wood so that way I can warm up. But I haven't even tried a warm shower after this before because I feel like if I did, I'd probably like it so much I'd never go back to just letting my body reheat naturally. I'm shivering so bad right now, what the heck? So I make sure to wait at least 2 hours after I do this before I even take a shower. I'm shivering, I'm getting out.